Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here's SPY. Let's check out the daily gap down. So quite the gap down there on SPY. We're currently at that 518.75. This rising wedge that I shared yesterday, um, we went here, went up to 522. We dropped down all the way to 516.49. It's like a 5, 6 point drop. That's pretty substantial. And a little bit of a pop today, especially end of day. We see this turn into a hammer. We have to get back into this channel. We're going to be here, right? So let's make a hypothetical candle. Okay, let me fix that. Green, the exact same color as the other candles. Okay, so here's my candle. See how it looks identical to this? Completely identical. Um, we could go here. We could go here. We can make another hammer. What if we go below this hammer? I'm bearish under 518.24 and really 518. Okay, so we have to see how that shakes out. Let's zoom into the 5-minute chart to show my only trade of the day for SPY. Okay, very, very simple trade. I was in this trade for 5 minutes, 7:07 a.m. to 7:12 a.m. BB levels, pre-market low. It's right here. See that pre-market low? Right there, pre-market low. Let's zoom in even further. See how that's the pre-market low? It says right there, pre-market low. Okay. We started to reject this pre-market low. I got into puts right here. See, that says 705. This is a 705 candle. It ended at 710. By 707, I was in this. All right, let's take a look at the replay on the 1 minute. See exactly what happened, exactly what I saw when I got into this trade. Again, that red line is the pre-market low. All right, and my pre-market low is always the candle body right there. 718. So it's 717.95. Just do 718. It's all good. Let me kind of zoom in here. Okay, so let's replay this. We flush down. Here we go. Here we go. Not too slow. Here we're getting under pre-market low. I never chase the first move. When I say never, I mean I definitely sometimes do. But I'm like, I want to retest this to get in short. I missed the first. This is the unconfirmed. They call it 40% entry. Bueller calls it 40%. I call it unconfirmed. Look at that. I was like, oh, we're really flushing. But now we have this, right? I'm always looking for those wedges. So let's take a look, see what's going to happen. Of course, we double bottom off of this 517, whatever. This is a line I already had, 517.27. This is where I got in. Can I go back? Right here. This is where I got in, dude. We're making this thing. Got over the wedge. Cool. Let's get out of the wedge. But I'm going to short it. I've said this on the last 5 streams. If we don't get to the top of the wedge, I am not taking it long. We've just rejected pre-market low. Let's watch this play out. Rejecting pre-market low, rejecting pre-market low. What's happening right here? 707. That's when I got in the trade, 707. Pretty late, actually. I got out at 7:12. Right there, I'm out. See that? Boom, I got it right there. Let's keep playing it, though. It was a low of day. Low of day. We have another falling wedge forming. Check this out. If I can draw it correctly, I know the screen's moving. Another falling wedge. right? That is the lowest point SPY was the entire day. Okay, so let's get out of that. Exit the replay mode. I was in a 5 minute play. Let's go to the 5 minute. Zoom in. See, we went under that level, under the daily like wedge. That's where I got out. Daily low. The daily low is at 715, 710. What's halfway between 715 and 710? 712 and a half, and I got out at 712. All right, I showed my orders. So pretty dang cool. Let me see if I can grab it right now. Just throw it on the chart. There it is. Copy. There it is. Got in at 712 right there. I'm sorry, 707. Got out 712. I can't even draw it here. On the 5 minute, I can't even draw it. Let me go to like the 3 minute. Okay. 712 right there. Look at that, dude. Now, how did I know to do this? The most simple setup there is. Pre-market low rejection or pre-market high rejection. As soon as we started to wick off of here, you can see it on the 3 minute, I got in. Okay, let me take off this timestamp. See how it started to wick? So it's just like you're in, boom. This was my stop loss right here, this 517.27. If we would have done this, I'm out. If we would have done this, let me make it green because it's going to the upside. I'm out. But why did I get into that play and think we're probably not going to do that? Very simple. Lower high, we already gapped down, so I'm bearish. If we don't take this out, I'm, hyper bearish. This is the pre-market low, but remember I said I wanted the pre-market low in the candle bodies for the 5 minute. So I just scrolled way too much. Get rid of that. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right. Pre-market low on the 5 minute was right there. I said 517.95, right? So that's where I got in, and that was my stop loss. We took out the last structure here, right? Remember I said earlier, this first falling wedge. So this is the bottom of that first structure right off of this 517.27. I could have scalped here, but I don't want to scalp that early in the day. I just don't want to get in. If I'm confident that's the low a day, I'll get in. Not that I'm going to hold it all day, but I just don't want a 3 candle move. That's 15 minutes. Once you wake up, you're in 5, 10, maybe 12 minutes. It could totally work. I've done that trade many times, but these candles paid handsomely. Okay. And then you could have gotten in here. You have lower high, higher low, which went twice here. See how we have it here and here? Look at that. What else do you need for calls than bouncing off of this 517, which just went all the way up? If you got in here on the second 517 bounce, you just draw your trend line and it double bottoms there. Anytime you have somewhere touch twice, you're like, I'm in, dude. I'm in. Got above the level I just said, 517.27, and you're off to the races. If you want to hold a 0-day fine. So that was my day, and Amy was on the chat, and I said, she was like, I'm out of these calls. Now, if she got, 1-day calls out, she's green. Okay, obviously, this went above. She got in about right here on calls. I think it was off this 517.40 area, and she was like, I'm out. It's rejecting pre-market low. And I was like, rejecting pre-market low? I'm in puts because of all the reasons I just told you. So All righty. Love you guys. Bye.